Okay, guys, this is the story of Daddy and Mr. Noonan and the horrible dog. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember how it started, Heidi?
No.
Well, there was this horrible dog that lived in a hole, and it lived in a little. The hole was behind a bush, right next to McDonald's.
Right next to McDonald's.
Right next to McDonald's.
Yay!
And what it would do is it would wait for people to come past.
People.
And the people would have got their happy meal. Shush! They would have got their happy meals or their burgers from McDonald's, and then as they came past, the dog would run out of its hole and go rah, 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 and scare them. And they were so scared, usually they would drop their food. The dog would run up, grab their food, and run back into its hole. Right? See? So one day, Daddy and Mr. Noonan got up, and they said, "You know what I feel like this morning, Daddy?" said Mr. Noonan. "I feel like hot cakes with maple syrup from McDonald's, and I would also like a hash brown." And Daddy said, "You know what? I would really like a sausage and egg McMuffin and a hash brown and a coffee." So off they went. I went to McDonald's and they ordered their food, and they said, "Do you want to eat it at home?" And Mr. Noonan said, "Yeah, let's go home and eat it." And so they were walking past, and all of a sudden, as they went past the bush where the hole where the dog was, out it came. Big, horrible, scary dog with sharp, pointy teeth. And it was big. And Mr. Noonan got a fright and he dropped his food. The dog ran up, grabbed it and ran back into its hole. And Daddy stood there, his mouth open, going, "Oh my goodness, I can't believe that happened." Mr. Noonan said, "Oh, I got a fright for a moment and dropped my food, and that horrible dog came and got my food." Daddy said, "You know what? We'll fix that dog up." So they went home. And Daddy said to Mr. Noonan, "Do you feel like doing a poo?" And he said, "Yep, me too." He said, "Poo into your McDonald's bag." All right? And so he pooed into the McDonald's bag. And they kept it. And then the next morning, they went to McDonald's, and then they walked back past the dog's hole with poo in McDonald's bags, and then they heard it. The dog came running out again. They pretended to be frightened and dropped their bags with poo in it, and the dog grabbed them and ran back to its hole. And then Daddy said, "Come on, Mr. Noonan, let's go and sit outside its hole." So they went over and sat outside its hole. And then after a minute, it started. Yuck! The dog had eaten the poo. Was that a good story?
Yes.
And they went, what was the end?
He vomited.
Of course he did. And then they went to McDonald's and they had hotcakes and sausage and egg McMuffins.
Egg on Dad.
And
then when they came back with it, the dog didn't eat it.
The dog never ever bothered anyone ever again. Who liked that story?
Me.
That's a good one, wasn't it?